Hello, my name is Patrick Gunning, and you are currently tuned into What Am I Saying? A show which I talk about random things. Here on EP03, I am going to be talking about being rewarded and what good about being rewarded. I'm going to start this show now. Being rewarded shows how skillful and talented that individual themselves have within them. A person may get rewarded for something due to them being a little lucky, and it happens once in a while, and sometimes. A person can be rewarded with something for doing something right, and the reward itself is a mystery until it revealed to the individual, and if they accept that reward in question. And reward is given to someone who does a lot of hard work and put effort into doing their tasks that they are working on. Being rewarded with a physical object like a trophy is one, but in other cases it may involve a certificate, or in other times money. But individuals may not want to know or care what the reward is going to be, because the individual wanting it to be remain a mystery to them, so it's more interesting to them when the reward itself has been given to them. People who would do the tasks that they being rewarded for may not be as interested in the reward themselves, but to see it more to a challenge that they can ability to do and want they do more of it. If someone for some ever reason has been rewarded with something that they did, then the person who would be considered to be a good role model for other people around them to follow. There are those who want to be rewarded put a lot of hard work and effort into doing a task, and also develop new skills along the way, would get the outcome and being a good role model in getting that task done. Those who try to cheat their way in the reward would not be a good role model for others, and at the time not be forced to return that reward back, but also upon as a troublemaker by others. Being rewarded for doing something by someone brings the good and the best things out for individuals who got it. Being rewarded makes an individual feel good about themselves and sometimes think about others around them. Being rewarded shows how best an individual can do when coming to a task that they're doing. Being rewarded can show that an individual that they can manage to do some sort of task they choose to do or offered to do. Being rewarded may include working as a team, but not only that one person would be rewarded, but the other teammates also be rewarded as well. And reward comes in a form of earning something for doing a lot of hard work and effort in what they doing in order to get it. People who do nice and kind things for others would result in getting some type of reward, or getting rewarded at some point, depending on what the task that they are doing during that time, or what they did to contribute for it to happen. People who are not so nice and try to ruin it for others so they can get their hands on the reward would not be able to get their hands on the award at all, or if they already did just to have that reward taken away from them. Being rewarded is not all for everyone, but only for those who really deserve it by others who think they deserve that reward. Being rewarded comes to those who are really as lucky getting the reward in the first place. And reward given to those who are being rewarded a little or a bit of encouragement in what they like doing. Being rewarded comes in a form of someone's positive reaction to you might done and did right. Being rewarded brings the good things and the best out of everyone around them. A person is willing to do anything to put a lot of effort into doing their tasks so they can get a little more out of being rewarded for their hard work. Being rewarded comes once and every lifetime, not all the time, but every once in a while. Being rewarded are giving the person by the people who see that person who is really deserving it in the first place. People who take awards away from people who deserve to have them and to have it for themselves don't care about anyone at all. Awards come in different categories, including no set limits to what occasion for the reward that the person is going to be. Being rewarded to someone who thinks up an idea for something that might work as well as it should. Being rewarded shows how good or how best an individual or company is into how much hard work they put into doing it. Being rewarded brings the best or the worst in individuals or businesses which that the reward has been presented to. Being rewarded shows how best that the person or animal can perform in whatever field they perform in. Being rewarded can't just be given, being a reward cannot be given just being given to an individual, but it can be given to pets and other animals, companies and businesses, as well as institutions too. I have to say that the show has come to the end for the time being, and in the next episode of What Am I Saying, I'm going to be talking about what am I writing about, and stay around for that, and for the time being, I see you guys later. The following production has been written, edited, presented, and produced by Patrick Gunning and copyrighted in 2023 by Patrick Gunning, or PFGUN0 for short.